talking with his driver, Jim Cropfield, in the Budweiser turbine. And the Miller is running, but the Oboy Alberta, we understand, is still having its problems and is drifting out onto the course. They've got to hurry up or we're going to have problems.
Go red if they can't get him out of the way.
All right, if he can't move, the 7-Eleven and the other boats will have to come back in. And yes, we do have a red flag. So it looks like the heat is certainly taking its toll on at least one boat.
That's right, Don. The heat and humidity certainly is a factor. Here in the pits, if it's 95 or higher out there, it's certainly warmer here because of the concrete, the heat radiating up from that. That's why you see a lot of the drivers standing around the finger piers. It's a lot cooler when you're around the water. Driver Jim Cropfield said this is the hottest he's ever been. Steve Reynolds says he's glad for the new format, which means 3 laps instead of 5, because in that warm cockpit, he says he didn't think he could drive 5 laps. So heat and humidity definitely a factor.
So looking at Heat 3B, you have only 3 boats, and all 3 turbines will be running in this one. This should be a gem. As all 3 are running for the start, the 7-Eleven is way back. They've had fuel problems, but you see the Budweiser turbine in lane number 1 and the Miller American in 2nd place. In 3rd is the 7-Eleven. Running much better now. Let's see if Reynolds can catch up with the pack. But Jim Cropfield trying to run away from the Miller American down the back chute. Oh, walking left and right on the sponsons as he goes down the back straightaway. It can be tricky back there, as we said earlier in the broadcast. Now as they hit into the 2nd turn, the Budweiser still holding on to lane number 1. You can see behind the rooster tail of the Budweiser, the Miller American coming up, and now Cropfield, a rather cagey driver, will probably try to swing out as wide as he can to force the Miller American to go even farther. Nice move by Cropfield as he now comes down the main straightaway, trying to gain valuable seconds on the Miller American. Cropfield and the Budweiser turbine trying to beat for the first time in '86 the Miller American turbine, both with roughly 2,650 horsepower, a Lycoming 7 turbine engines, and so far Budweiser first place after lap number 1. Speed 126 miles per hour. The Miller at 124.3. Again back into the first turn. It's a 2-boat race so far. The 7-Eleven trying to catch up. It looks like the Bud has extended that lead. Some nice driving by Cropfield. He knows, of course, where Chip Hanauer is on his outside hip, and now he tries to use that rooster tail. But look at the Miller American swing around the outside in lane number 2. Hanauer now accelerating down the back chute, running away from the Budweiser. 1 and 2, the Miller American. Hanauer and Cropfield in the Budweiser turbine. Both boats going at better than 150 miles an hour down the back straightaway. Look at Cropfield holding on to lane number 1 as they go into the turn again. Nice positioning. Both drivers very experienced at deck-to-deck racing. And Cropfield trying to catch him again with the Miller American. These two have been rivals since 1982 when Cropfield came up from driving Grand Prix boats. The famed Country Boy Grand Prix Hydro. He really did a great job in that boat. Hanauer, on the other hand, a 32-year-old trying to get his 20th career victory here. If he does, he will be one of only 3 drivers to have done it. The other being the late Bill Muncy and Dean Chenoweth of Budweiser fame, and Muncy, of course, of Atlas Van Line's fame. Right now, Chip Hanauer, though, coming around past the bridge one more time. Again, a great race, and now it's a sprint to the finish line. Budweiser in lane number 1, Miller American lane 2. Hanauer with a slight edge as they come down. Here comes Chip Hanauer with another 400 points in the checkered flag. First place, Miller American. Second place, Budweiser turbine. Our best race of the day. So our final heat is just about set. Miller American and the Budweiser turbine in good shape. They will make the final, and we will have that and our Mercury update right after this timeout.